Alright, welcome back everybody. So, I finally touched down in Pittsburgh. So you gotta excuse the backdrop here. It's purple and the wallpaper's like pink, purple, and white. For the time being, when I moved up here, I didn't have enough time to find my own place. So, I moved in with the family for the time being, just a couple months. Obviously, I'm not going to change the walls because this isn't my place, so that's what we're going to have to deal with. It actually does kind of help. I noticed yesterday. It reflects the LEDs a little better, so I'm kind of happy with it for now. But so what I got for us today is an alarm padlock. Now, this is a 5-pin Dimple lock, and I was going to attempt to pick it while the alarm is armed. This is just a cheap Chinese alarm padlock, but even though the security probably isn't great, the alarm itself is very, very sensitive. If you trigger the alarm, it goes off for 10 seconds, very loud. I believe it said it's 110 decibels, and it is. It's fairly loud. And it'll go off for 10 seconds at a time, due to vibrations and whatnot. So I honestly think I'm gonna have a hard time picking it. I've tried just getting a pick even in there, and it sets it off. It's very sensitive, so I kind of just want to pick it. A lot of these alarms, they activate, with the shackle. Not all of them, but some of them. So I'm gonna put this in a real life situation that the alarm's gonna go off, and hurry up and get it picked. And then I would know what to do if I had to disarm the alarm. I'll show you what the alarm sounds like. So if you have headphones in, you're probably going to want to take them out or really lower the volume, because it's going to be loud. So basically, the lock is just, it's very cheap made, like the metal. The shackle doesn't even say hardened. You could cut through that shackle in a heartbeat. There are no ball bearings from what I've noticed. Well, not from what I've noticed, from what I do notice. You can see in there. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that just a hair. No ball bearings. I have the screw out, and all that does is allow you, I guess I do want to show this. That's how you change the battery. So, if you look at the bottom, it almost looks like that this can be rekeyed. Oh, if it'll focus. So it almost looks like, the cylinder, the core will come out, but it doesn't. I believe it's screwed in, and I'm going to show that now. So you unscrew this tiny little screw, which, like I said, I already have it out. You unscrew that, and it tells you to take a stick. The instructions weren't translated too good, but you take something in there, and you kind of just slide. You can see that cover popping out right there. You got to be careful. This metal is very cheap, and I have gotten a very nasty metal splinter, so you don't want to run your hands across that. I try to avoid touching it with my hands at all. So the cover just pops off, and then very carefully take that off, and that's where your batteries are if you need to change your batteries. And it'll indicate when the batteries are low. It'll make a constant. The instructions say it'll make a GE sound, so I'm guessing like a G. I don't know if that's how you would pronounce it, but it spells out GE dot dot GE dot dot GE. So when you hear that, that means it's time to replace the batteries. Comes with 3 batteries already. Don't know what kind they are. They're just little cell batteries. And then you can see the wires. The wires travel behind the core in here, and obviously are attached to the speaker. Now if you look at the core, I would think, I was hoping I'd be able to get it out, but I believe it's in there very good. I tried to push it out, and it's not coming, and I believe it's because there's a screw going through the top of the core, and I believe that's actually preventing it from falling out, which obviously makes sense, because if it wasn't held in by something in any shape, any way, shape, or form, then why wouldn't it just come right out? So I don't, unless you wanted to destroy the lock, it's probably the only way you're going to get into the core, and I'm not worried about that. So we're going to go ahead and pick this. I'll show you what the alarm sounds like. maybe I'll give it one attempt trying to pick it with the alarm active. I just know it's so sensitive. I've tried. Sometimes every now and then it won't go off, even if I shake it, put my pick in there. But 9 times out of 10, I swear to God, I get like my pick right here, and then the thing just keeps going do do do, and I'm like, nope, it's just too annoying. So as long as I could get it picked, I'm alright. I can muffle the sound as you know, best as possible in a real case, you know, in a real life scenario, I guess. So you put that in, and then you carefully just put your cover back on, and you know, use something to kind of beat it back into place, because you don't want it exposed too much, or somebody who's not stupid could come along and just pop that right back out. But that's good enough. So to activate the alarm, you will hear a doot sound like this. That means the alarm is active. To deactivate the alarm, you push down again, and you didn't hear a sound. So if you push down, it has to be turned like this. And when you push down, you don't hear a sound, then it is deactivated. So I'll set it off one time real quick, just so you can hear it. So if your volume's up or you have headphones in, especially if you have headphones in, please take them out or turn the volume way down. So it's armed. We're gonna set it off very quickly. Watch. Let's just see what happens when I put my pick in. Wow. Okay. Oh. Yeah. So it's pretty loud. I don't think I'm gonna have success. We could go ahead and give it a shot. I really don't want to be honest with you, just because I know it's gonna be kind of sensitive. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. So we'll arm it once it's in the vise. And give us a better chance of, you know, not setting it off. We'll pretend like it's locked on something. So. Okay, it's deactivated, so we'll push it down before we lock it up. And I am going to be using my Sauber Dimple picks, and I'm going to be using a Z-bar. And real quick, we'll show you before we lock it up and arm it, just show you what the Dimple key for this looks like. It's obviously just a cheap Dimple lock, 5 pins. Looks like there's some deeper cuts on them. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are going to be deeper, and it looks like the second one right here is kind of higher than the other 4, so we'll see how that plays out. Alright, so put it up, get it zoomed in. Let me make sure it's not locked, it's not armed. I just want to make sure that when I'm picking it, that my, you know, fingers aren't all up in the way. And I will use a shorter pick in real life. Alright, that should be pretty good. Alright, so we're going to give it one attempt with it armed. If I fail, I'm going to just open it up with the key, shut the alarm off, and I just want to see if we can get it picked. I haven't even attempted to pick this. I was going to make this video back in Richmond, but I just never got to it. So, alright, here we go. This is the only attempt I'm going to try with the alarm active. Okay, it's locked up. So here we go. Vibrations are the main thing that set this alarm off. So be prepared if you have headphones in, you know, or if your volumes are really loud, because it's most likely going to go off. I do not think I will be able to successfully do this. It's just very sensitive. Now, if the lock was made with ball bearings, you know, better shackle and a better body, I would think this may not be a pretty decent or pretty bad alarm clock, you know, padlock alarm padlock, whatever the hell it's called. But given, you know, like I said, the other things that I said need improved, then yeah, I wouldn't waste $20 on this when you can spend 20 to 30 depending on which type of lock you need, and get something pretty better, you know, if that makes sense. Pretty better? Yeah, whatever. Better. Alright, here we go. Jeez. Nope. Not gonna happen. Too sensitive. It's disarmed. It's not, I'm not trying to pick it without setting it off. We're just going to see if we can just get it picked. It is locked up. Like I said, it's very sensitive. Maybe one day I'll be able to get it. I'm not worried about it, you know. Just another lock I want to try and pick. I thought it would be pretty cool if I'd be able to get it without setting the alarm off, but not this one. It's just, too sensitive. Okay. So I got my tension bar in, and here we go. Oh, and there it is. Okay, that did not take long at all to pick. Wow, that was pretty quick actually. So our shackle just fell open. Get a nice zoomed in shot. You can see the core is completely, you know, as far as it'll allow me to turn it, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna snap back into place. But there you go. That's the alarm padlock. Didn't take long to pick. I'm fairly certain, I'm 100% sure, certain that there are no security pins in there. Other than the alarm on it, you know, that probably may deter a couple people, but I'm not sure. It's overall, this is junk. As far as picking wise, I'm not sure. You know, that wasn't too difficult. This may be a pretty good lock to start with, other than the alarm. You know, but for a Dimple core, if you want like an easier one to pick, you know, any of the Chinese ones are probably going to be your best bet, including this one. Definitely, this is a beginner core. I'm gonna call this, because that did not take any effort to get that picked. So there you guys have it. So like I said, I am back officially in Pittsburgh. I have so many packages that I'm starting to order. Can't wait to get some of the stuff going. I'm deciding on what the next giveaway is gonna be. So I'll let you know as soon as I have so many ideas. I'm just not sure which one I'm gonna go with, you know. I'm actually gonna have to order one of these things. A lot of the things I've given away, like those extra locks that I had, or things that I had, but you know, I don't mind buying things and putting it into the community, because you know that's just what we do. Everybody's always helpful, like I say 100 times every day. I say it all the time. But you know, shit, maybe I'll even buy Sauber Dimple picks and give a kit of those away. You know, I don't mind. You know, it's just for the community in general. So there you go, guys. That was the name on that package said Alarm Small Padlock, in that order. So I've seen these on eBay for anywhere from 16 to 20. I've also seen a version with a regular pin tumbler key, which I wanted. They ended up sending me this, but it's alright. They refunded me because the picture wasn't accurate. Hopefully I can find one with a regular pin tumbler key. But you know, I like Dimple locks. We're gonna get into all the locks, tubular locks, very soon. Disc detainer locks, you know, and then there will always just be a big mix. You know, it's not like I'm not gonna pick those locks. I'm getting special tools, you know, the quick pick tools, and then you know, special tension wrenches and all this good stuff. So just keep practicing, and you know, you'll be all over the place too if you're already not. Thank you guys for all the support. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all those who have stayed subscribed, and you know, who stayed with me through the move. I did try to make it so there wasn't a long period without uploading. Got a giveaway coming soon. Just got to be subscribed, and depending on what it is, you know, I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna try and get another video up for you guys pretty soon. Alright.